G'day folks, it's DIY Guy 123 here, and today I'm going to be replacing the wheel bearing in this half-ton pickup truck. So first things first is diagnose if you actually have a bad wheel bearing and you need to take it out. And there are a few different ways to do that. I'm just going to be quiet and hopefully you'll be able to hear the rattle. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up or not. But anyway, I'm going top to bottom, and that can either be a ball joint, upper or lower ball joint, or a wheel bearing. In this case, it's a wheel bearing, I know it is, and side to side. And I don't know if you can hear it there, but it's pretty, it's not terrible, but it is loose. If you have side to side, movement, that can either be tie rod ends, but in this case, it's a bearing. So if you have about the same amount of play up and down as you do side to side, which I do, that would suggest wheel bearing. And if you're unsure, get a friend to do this while you're underneath looking and holding the ball joints and the tie rod ends, and just be sure it's a wheel bearing, because it costs about a couple $100, and it's a bit of a job to change them. So if you don't need to change it, don't bother. So this is about wheel bearing removal, so I'm not going to show you all the details about getting the wheel off and the brake calipers and all that. Just take all that off, and then I'm going to start filming again. But when I took the wheel off, and then I took this axle nut cover off, and I looked, the bearing looked brand new, and I thought, gee, that doesn't seem to add up. The truck only has 110,000 kilometers on it. I thought, I wonder if it's just loose. So I put a torque wrench on it. It's supposed to be torqued at 177 foot-pounds, and by golly, I turned it about maybe an inch, not an inch, about a turn and a half before it was torqued up to 177. And would you believe it? There's no more play. So I guess we'll have to wait for a future video for me to show you all the other techniques. Maybe the next one that comes through here that needs a bearing, I'll get a chance to show you. Okay, I guess sometimes it's the easy things. Good luck with your do-it-yourself projects, and if you have a loose bearing, always check the axle nut first.